Hi everyone. Before we start foundations today, we are going to warm up our brains. So I am going to show you this symbol, and you have to put the pictures together to solve the puzzle of what the clue is. Okay, think about that for a minute. Since it's our first time doing this, I'll help you through it. What do you see here? Sun, flower, and what does an I do? Helps you see, and then plus D. So C plus D would be seed, sunflower seed. Awesome. So we'll start out those for the next few videos with those clues for you to solve. Now that our brains are a little bit warmed up, we can get into our warm up. So I'm going to bring you a little bit closer and let's work on some of these different vowel teams. Here we go. Repeat after me. AI play A. AI beat A. EIGH 8A. And then we have these two over here, and I put them like that because they technically could go in this column up here with the long A's, or in this column down here with the long E's. So we have EI ceiling E, EI vein A. Great. And our other that makes two sounds, EA EE, EA bread eh. And who remembers what the other EA is? EA steak A. Very good. And we have that saying, eat bread and steak, to help us remember all three for this. Okay, let's do our row here with our E's. IE piece E. EE jeep E. EY key E. Fantastic. Okay, now it's time for us to learn a new team. Are you ready? It's down here. It is UI. And let me get the picture for you. Okay, here we go. UI, and this is a picture of a suit. So we say UI suit oo. You try. UI suit oo. Suit. Very good. What other combinations can you use to make the long U sound? Ooh. All right, well, let's take a look. We could do U consonant E, right? Let me show you an example of that one. U consonant E in a word like mule, mule, suit. We could also just do U, like in the word flu, ooh. Some others that you already know are down here. UE, like blue, and we have EW, like chew, EW, chew, ooh. And then we also have OU, like soup. And you know one more from last year, OO, like school. So all of these that we're working on today are technically written like this. So it's not our typical long U sound with the macron over it. When we mark it, we put two dots over it because it says ooh. Okay? So you are going to need to be able to produce all of these sounds when your teacher asks you what says ooh. So that's why I put all of mine in a row right here. And we have the UI now that we can add. So the only one missing from this row would be the U consonant E. Does anyone remember where you can look in your student notebook if you're having trouble with this? Just take a minute, open up that notebook because this page is like life. It's super important. We labeled already the long A and the long E's, and today we are talking about this row right here. Now, some of these words have two sounds. We only talked about some of them so far, but all of this row either says ooh or ow, or you're going to learn something else in a little bit. So go ahead and label these as being the ooh, that's the dots, the long U, and then don't worry about anything else for now. But this is where you can really look to help you. All right, grab your whiteboard, and I want to practice some of these songs, some of these words that have the ooh sound, and you need to look in your spelling options or in a dictionary to figure out which one it is. Okay, do you have your whiteboard? Okay. So first, go ahead on your whiteboard, write all the ways to do the ooh. Okay, you should be working on it. You should have vowel, consonant, E, just U, UE, like the word blue, EW, like the word chew, OU, like the word soup, OO, like the word school, and the new one, UI, like the word suit. All of these can make that sound. Okay, so now when I tell you a word, it could be any of these. So I'm going to leave mine up there actually and have my word go right here. Okay, repeat after me. Fruit. So when you do it, if you tap out the word fruit, those are pretty easy. And then we have ooh and then t. So which one of these goes inside here to make fruit look right? Maybe you know. Maybe you need to write it out a couple different ways and see which one looks right. Or maybe you're just not sure and you need to look in your spelling options. Pause until you have fruit ready. There you go. That one is UI. Okay, erase fruit and let's do another one. Repeat after me. Rooster. Oost. Pause until you finish rooster. Okay, you're back. Which spelling option was right for rooster? Which one of these? Oohs. Oh, did you get it correct? Good for you. Let's erase it. Okay, let's try a few more. True. Be true to you. Pause until you finish true. You're back. Okay, what did you come up with? The beginning sound you can tap. Which one is it? There it is, UE. Okay, and one more. Rescue. Pause until you have rescue. All right, there it is, rescue. Okay, my friends, go ahead and erase. And we are going to introduce another sound. Let's talk about long I. So if you look in your notebook now, can anybody see any long I's? Yes, but what do you know before the vowel teams? Come on, write it on your board with me. We always can do vowel, consonant, E for the long sound. We can do just I, like in an open syllable, and Y, like my. Those are the ones we know so far. But if you look in your notebook, there was one more. The new one that we're going to learn is IGH, light I. And here's the picture. We have a light bulb to help us with IGH, light I. Okay, so when I look at my organization over here, I have my oohs that we just did, and my long I is almost kind of like by itself. It's the only vowel team that makes the long I sound. So I'm gonna kind of separate it over there. Okay, Let's try a few words that have this in it. So if I build light, our keyword for IGH. Okay, let's take a look. It's L at the beginning, IGHT, light. So even though the IGH has 3 letters and they're not all vowels, we still do consider this the D syllable type, the double vowel. All of these other ones, most of them except for W's, have vowels, but this one we would still mark it by circling the whole IGH and labeling it with a D. Okay, so usually when you have IGH, it's followed by the letter T. Can you think of some other words that would rhyme with light? That's right. Night, sight, fight, bright. Very good. Yeah. So notice all of them have the IGH sound, but then they have the T after it. Okay. You know what? Instead of having you do any of those IGH words, I want to teach you one more sound. So take a look. This is the double O. We talked about it even just earlier today when we talked about what says ooh. We said double O, school, ooh. But guess what? The double O makes another sound. Double O also can say ugh, like book. Let me show you the picture. So that's why on this picture we have a school and we have a book. So we'll say oh, school, ooh, oh, book, Okay. Let me put this. It still is going to go here with all the oohs, but it's kind of special because it also says ugh. It's the only vowel team that says ugh. So if you hear that sound, you'll know it's double O. All right, I want you to keep this page open right here and take a moment, pause, and color the new ones we learned. I'm going to just highlight them. We learned IGH, and it's kind of over here by itself because it's the only one to do the long I sound. We learned the other sound for OO, and we learned the UI. Okay, so take a moment and color those in so that you can really see them. They can help you. And then I want you to get your whiteboard and we'll practice some more of these words. Okay, if you're back, that means you already colored that in. Just because you're a big kid doesn't mean coloring's not important. By really looking at those pictures and taking the time to color it, it can help your brain remember the sounds. All right, so have your whiteboard ready, and let's try this one. Hook. If you tap it out, ugh, you hear that, ugh. And you know what I like to think of? Let me go get something. Okay. So this is my friend, the scary ghost. And the scary ghost is, scaring people. So when he puts the O's up to his eyes and he kind of says, ooh, like glasses to scare people. So that's the sound you already knew, the ooh, like in school. But then this is the other ghost for the new sound. And notice that this ghost is holding a book. And he doesn't like to scare people like the other ghosts. So when he's looking at books, one day he was scaring them, he was carrying the books and he crashed into somebody and the books went right into his stomach and went, ugh. So that's how you can think book, That sound is like someone is putting a book into their stomach. Okay, whiteboards, let's do a few of these words. Repeat after me. Brook. Like there's a brook of water. You hear that, so go ahead, pause the screen and write brook. Okay, there you go. It's the double O. How about this one? Crooked. What's the base word? Crook. Ugh. Go ahead, do crook and then make it say crooked. Pause the screen. Check it to mine. Awesome. And let's mark these words. They are a vowel team, so we'll put the D. Vowel team, D. Underline the base word. Circle the suffix. Nice job, my friends. That's it for today. We learned a lot of new sounds that we'll be practicing all week. Erase and clean it up.